Hello, Goblin Taco's back with another movie talk. I guess you could say. I might as well change that on my video. It's not really a review because I'm not showing any of the footage. I'm just talking about the movies I have and stuff. So, anyway, today we're talking about Dario Argento's Italian horror giallo, however you say it, films. So I really love Italian horror and thriller. I've become a really big fan of it in the past probably 5 or 6 years, maybe longer than that. And probably my favorite one is, it's really hard between Dario Argento and Lucio Fulci. I really like both of those guys. But they're both really good. They do some really crazy stuff. So for my collection, I only have 8 movies so far. There's plenty of other ones that he has that are really good, but I'm gonna show you the ones I have and tell you what I think about them and what they're about, and we'll go from there. So anyway, first up, and I'm doing these in the order in the way that I like them the most, like from my number one pick to my least favorite pick. But it's still good, but it's just least favorite. So number one is Phenomena. It says right there, Dario Argento. Phenomena, if you want to pause it. And on the back, here's the back of it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. But it's got a really good cast. It's got Jennifer Connelly, who's good in pretty much anything she's ever done, and she's really pretty. She's a really pretty lady. Donald Pleasance, and it really, to me, those two people, if they weren't in this movie, I really don't know if it would have been the same, because they really did such a good job on their characters. And so the movie is about excuse me, a girl, let's see, a girl is sent to a private Swiss academy for girls where a vicious killer is on the loose, and her dad is like this big time actor or something, and he I guess he's like really busy. He can't stay at home and take care of her or whatever, so he sends her off to this school in the middle of, I forgot where it's actually supposedly supposed to be based at. But anyway, the characters in this movie are awesome. But anyway, she has a special gift where she can talk to insects, or kind of like telepathically talk to them or hear what they're saying or whatever. But anyway, and so she uses that to figure out who the killer is in the movie. While the movie's going on, she has to use these bugs to try to find out who the killer is. And Donald Pleasance plays a kind of a I don't think he's a detective. He's a bug expert. I forget what they're called, but anyway, him and Jennifer Connelly kind of get together and try to figure out what's going on at this school. And so anyway, it's just a very, very unique movie. This is actually my favorite Italian movie of all time. Just like Phantasm is my favorite, like, regular horror movie. This is my favorite Italian movie. And I don't know, it's just like the first time I saw it, I was just so drawn in and loved everything about it, and just the craziness of it, even the weird kills or the weird things that happen in the movie, the crazy kills, and the soundtrack is so cool. Goblin, I think, does a lot of the music in it. They even throw some Iron Maiden in there, which I thought was awesome. So I'm a big Iron Maiden fan. So anyway, so that's my number one. I gotta rebuy this. I actually just recently bought this before I actually got a region-free Blu-ray player. I just got that for Christmas this past year, and I was gonna buy this movie on Blu-ray whenever I got a chance because every Blu-ray copy of this movie was Region B, and I couldn't play it on my player, on my regular player. So anyway, it's gonna be Dario Argento's Opera. Now this one is really crazy. It's got some. It's gory. It's got some crazy kills, and the guy in it is just really messed up. So as you can probably see on the cover, she's got little needles, across her eye with tape on it. So what? This girl is a opera singer, and this guy somehow he gets obsessed with this girl, and he kind of like starts killing people all around her, and he every time he gets ready to kill somebody, he like kind of ties her up or makes it where she can't run away and puts those things under her eyelids to where she can't close her eyes when he's killing them, and she has to watch the whole thing, and it's really, really creepy, really crazy, really out there. But this is definitely my second favorite. I mean, not my second favorite. It's between this one and Deep Red. He does another movie called Deep Red, which I don't have. I want to buy that one really bad. And I don't know why I haven't bought that one by now because I really love that one. But anyway, this is probably definitely my second favorite. But it's really crazy, really unique. I even read some stories about how a bunch of crazy stuff happened during the making of this movie, because I think during the movie they were doing the Macbeth opera, and every time somebody does something with Macbeth, it something happens bad to the people that are in the play or whatever. And so I think Dario Argento's dad died, and a bunch of the sets and stuff kept falling and crashing around people, almost hurting people. It was really crazy. So anyway, this is a really good one. Definitely one to find and watch. This is the Blue Underground version. I think this was the Synapse films. And this is just the DVD. So yeah. This one also has, now the main girl, I don't know who she is. The only person I really know in this movie was Daria Nicolodi. And she is Dario Argento's wife, or was wife. And then they got a divorce, I think, but she still played in his movies. I don't even know if they were actually even married. But anyway, she plays in this movie. She's really good in this movie too. Any movie she's in is good, especially when it comes to his movies. So third of mine that I really like is Inferno. Now Dario Argento has this collection of like a trilogy of movies called the Mother of Tears trilogy, and it's about these three witches, and one of them is called Suspiria, which I don't have. And that's another one I really need to buy. Excuse me. The only reason why I haven't bought it is because all the Blu-ray copies they had at the time that I was wanting to buy that movie were all Region B, and I didn't have a Region B player. Now I get on there and look, and they've actually come out with a regular Blu-ray, all region version, and I'm like, are you serious? So anyway, so it's Suspiria, Inferno, and then the Mother of Tears. And I do actually have the Mother of Tears and Inferno. I just got to get Suspiria. And Suspiria is really good. That's probably a lot of people say that's probably one of his masterpieces, like his best movie. and it is really really good. And I can't really say anything bad about it. So it's just not one of my favorites, but it is one of my favorites, but it's not my top favorite, you know. So anyway, this is I want to say this came after. Yeah, this was the second movie he came out with about the Mother of Tears trilogy. Um, and this one is about a young woman stumbles upon a mysterious diary that reveals the secrets of the three mothers and unleashes a nightmare world of demonic evil as the unstoppable horror spreads from Rome to New York City. This unholy trinity must be stopped before the world is submerged into the blood of the innocent. And so this one also stars Dario Nicolodi. Keith Emerson of Emerson, Lake and Palmer does the music, which is so freaking cool. And it's kind of funny because, you know, it's just kind of weird to put that, you know, that guy as the music for his movies. And I don't really know any of the other people right offhand. But anyway, it's a very unique movie also. It's got its own totally different thing about it. Like from the Suspiria and the Mother of Tears movies, it's really unique. I love the artwork. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's kind of dark. Show you the back. And I'm probably going to go back through and show you the inside. And then we come to one that I actually bought the Arrow video version, and I love the I love the artwork on any Arrow video stuff. I wish I could buy all my movies in Arrow Video, and I probably will from now on. Now that I have a region-free Blu-ray player, because a lot of Arrow Video stuff is region B, and some of it. This one was region free. The sleeves are reversible, and this one actually comes with a poster that I'm gonna hopefully get put. I'm gonna have the poster for this one over here or over here. And I'm gonna have the only other poster I have is Mario Bava movie called A Bay of Blood. I'm gonna do a review on that one another time, and I'm gonna have it on the other side of my picture, or maybe put both of them right here. I don't know. And then show those in the later videos. So anyway, this one is a really good thriller. It's more of a thriller, not really a horror movie. This is actually his very first Giallo movie. This is an actual Giallo. And this one is about a guy named Sam, an American writer in Rome, witnesses an attempted slaying in an art gallery. He unwittingly sets the killer's sights on himself and his beautiful model girlfriend. But soon things start to unravel as it becomes clear that the identity of the unknown slayer is very much open to question. Somebody's killing everyone. Who is the evil fiend? Could it be Sam himself? So, yeah, it's a really good mystery thriller, what they call a Giallo movie. And Mario Bava, I think, really was the godfather that started the whole Giallo horror thriller movies. But the actual Giallo theme came from these old books back in the 30s or 40s, I think, they had yellow covers, and yellow in Italian is giallo. And so when Mario Bava came around, I think there was other people too that did it other than these guys, but anyway, but they're not as famous as these guys. But anyway, I'm trying to think of. Anyway, it's just really awesome, and they're always these Italian movies are always so crazy and so different than American movies because they really go out there with their movies. They're so more outgoing with their movies than some American movies. But this one's got junk on it. So this one's really good. And the next one, I was kind of this one. This one was a hard choice because I really like the bird with the crystal plumage. I don't even know if I even said the name. I'm stupid. Sorry. I don't even think I showed you the cover of it. So that's the main artwork, and that's the side of it. So anyway, the bird with the crystal plumage, and then this one I think was his third or fourth movie, and Four Flies on Grey Velvet. Now he's really known for like his weird names, and this is actually another trilogy that he had called the Animal Trilogy, I think, because there was the Bird of Crystal Plumage. The second one was the Cat of Nine Tails, which I don't have, which is a pretty good movie. It's not one of my favorites. It's a pretty decent one though to watch at least one time, or I'm gonna buy it eventually because I want to buy all these movies from these guys because I love everything they do. Even if they're not my favorites, I'm still gonna eventually buy them. And then there was this one, Four Flies on Grey Velvet. This is a Shameless edition, and I really like the Shameless stuff too. Their artwork and stuff on there is really awesome. This is the 40th anniversary edition, and let's see if I can show you. I can't really show you the back because these are really bad about showing nudity on some of the pictures on the back. So I'm gonna try to cover up this one picture right there and let you see the rest of it. You can like pause it if you want to and read it. So anyway, so this one's about who is the deranged maniac persecuting and mentally torturing celebrated rock musician Roberto Tobias. First, he's implicated in a horrifying stabbing and is soon surrounded by other senseless slaughter. The last strange images caught on one of the murdered victim's eye retina contain the only clue to the demented criminal manipulator, and their identity will take Roberto over the edge of sanity to a shock horror peak in Dario Argento's classic Giallo chiller. So yeah, and it even says right here, the homicidal frenzy completed Argento's revered Animal Trilogy that dubbed him the Italian Hitchcock. So the only people that I really know in this movie is probably nobody. It has Bud Spencer, if you know who that is. He did the They Call Me Trinity. Ennio Morricone. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm really terrible at these names. He did the music for The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and the Battle of Algiers. But he's done a lot of music for a lot of really well-known movies. So this one is really good. It's really, really unique. The ending is really cool, really crazy. And like I said, the whole thing about one of the victims that this guy murders, they take their eye and they try to use some kind of technology that they have to see the very last image that they saw, and to see who the killer is. And it's really unique, that you don't really see that kind of stuff in movies very much. So that's that one. Now we have Two Evil Eyes, and now this one is actually a double movie. It's like two short movies. They're not really super short. Well, yeah, they are, because they're 120. The whole thing's 120 minutes, so they're probably 60 minutes a piece or something like that. One of them is directed by Dario Argento, and the other one is directed by George Romero, which I thought was really cool. And it has Harvey Keitel, which you know is going to be good because he's always good. And the other the lady in this movie, Adrienne Barber says of the Fog movie, but I know her from the Creep Show movie where she gets attacked by that werewolf creature. And if y'all know who I'm talking about. So anyway, and the both movies are done by Edgar Allan Poe stories. So the first one is The Facts in the Case of Mr. Valdemar, and it's about a wife played by the Adrian lady, and her lover use a hypnotic trance to embezzle a fortune from her dying husband, only to receive some chilling surprises from the grave. And then Argento does The Black Cat, which is a deranged crime scene photographer, Harvey Keitel, is driven to brutal acts of madness and murder by his girlfriend's new pet. But will this cunning feline deliver a final sickening twist of its own? The first one with the the wife trying to get the money from her old husband or whatever. It's a really good like thriller type movie. It's not gory at all that I remember. It's nothing like really bad. It's just creepy. But the Harvey Keitel one, the Black Cat one, is actually I want to say it's got some really kind of graphic scene in there or scenes if I remember right. Of course, it's Argento's movie. It's going to be a little bit more violent. But the cool thing about this is, let's see, Martin Balsam, who played in Psycho, and Tom Atkins, that played in Maniac Cop, co-star in this wild horror hit that features grisly effects by gore master Tom Savini. So it's going to have some kind of really good scenes in it, because Tom Savini is a really well-known special effects guy, and I love his work. Love it. I mean, he's really good at what he does. So, I don't know if I showed you the cover. There's that one. And there's the back. That's a Blue Underground 2. This one is called The Mother of Tears. This is the third movie in Dario Argento's Mother of Tears, or the Mother, the Three Mothers is what it's called, not the Mother of Tears, sorry. The Three Mothers trilogy is what it's called. This is that one. This one is really graphic. It's got some really gory kills in it. I mean, they're good. It's a good horror movie for sure. But it is gory. And let's see, this one. This one concludes the whole Three Mothers trilogy. It has Asia Argento in it. And Asia Argento stars as Sarah, a young American art student who naively opens an ancient chest, releasing unimaginable evil into Rome. As chaos and murder reach epidemic heights, Sarah must use her untapped magic powers to destroy the last great witch in human history. Mother of Tears is a rousingly insane movie-going experience destined to satisfy Argento fans and newcomers alike. So, it's got some really kind of cheesy effect. Like they tried using CGI in it, and the CGI is not that great, but the parts where they actually had like the practical effects were really good, but the CGI stuff was and the story was okay. It was pretty good, but not, I mean, it was pretty decent, but not great. So it's definitely worth watching if you want to see the whole Three Mothers trilogy conclusion, So that's that one. My last one I have is one of Asia Argento, his daughter's first movies. if I'm not mistaken. And it's kind of really messed up. And it's kind of weird that he would put his own daughter in a movie like this. It's called the Stenhall Syndrome. This is the cover. This is the back. And you can pause the video anytime and look at it if you want to. So this one is, even says on the back, nasty, brutal stuff. This one is very out there. It is very, it's got some kind of cringy moments in it that are kind of like, not the kind of cringy you're thinking about. It's like weird cringy. So I think this was the first movie that she actually played in of his, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, when beautiful police detective Anna Manny follows the bloody trail of a sophisticated serial murder rapist through the streets of Italy, the young woman falls victim to the bizarre Stenhall Syndrome. It is a hallucinatory phenomenon which causes her to lose her mind and memory in the presence of powerful works of art. Trapped in the twilight realm, Anna plunges deeper and deeper into sexual psychosis until she comes to know the killer's madness more intimately than she ever imagined. Let's see. Thomas Gretschman played in King Kong and Blade 2. Marco Leonardo from Dusk Till Dawn 3. Have no idea who that is. I can't remember. So yeah. Now the dude who plays the serial killer in the movie looked familiar, but I couldn't think of where I've seen him at. I have to look up his other movies, because I knew he looked familiar, but I just couldn't remember where I've seen him. But anyway, it's definitely a very weird movie, and it's not one of my favorites, just because the story's kind of confusing too, in a way. The really cool thing about it is there's a place over in Italy. It's some kind of like huge art gallery or art museum type thing that nobody else has ever been able to film inside of but Dario Argento. He's the only one that has ever been able to film, take pictures, or whatever, and he did it in this movie. And I think this is actually the first movie to ever use CGI in Italy, if I'm not mistaken, which I thought was kind of cool. But it's just one of those really weird off movies that I just couldn't really get all the way into. It's good. It's a good movie. And if you want to just see it, just to see what he does, what the movie, brings you, it's definitely out there. It's definitely out there. If you like weird stuff, it's definitely a good one to watch. But it's just not one of my favorites. So now that's the end of my. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's anything to really show you. Oh, this one. Oh, this one just comes with a book. Okay. Oh, this phenomena. The phenomena has a reverse sleeve, and it says creepers, and that's what the movie was called. Over here in America, it was called Creepers, and over in Italy, it was called Phenomena, and over the American release, it was called Creepers. So I'm gonna go through each one and see if there's anything in them that's worth showing you. No. Oh shoot. Okay. This one kind of got a cool case, whatever. I think. It shows the guy getting stabbed in the neck. Oop. So that's kind of cool. I can never ever get these cases in there right. For some reason it won't snap, and I don't know why. But whatever. I really love the bird with the Arrow Video stuff, because they are really, it's got so many so much extra stuff with it. Let's see. This one has a sleeve that's reversible also. You have that one, which is the one I showed you before. This one is like the Italian name, and that was one of the old covers. And I really like this one, because I even tried doing that one in painting that one time, and it was really unique. I really like that one. And that one's kind of okay. They kind of try to compare it to Psycho. So, but I love that one. So I can get this in here, right? Why are you doing this to me? Come on, man. Dang it, I keep getting one side in there and then the other side I want to get in there. Come on, man. Okay, now. Oh, I meant to show you this. Sorry, crap. My mind is fuzzled over here. It comes with a really cool poster, which I'm going to have on the wall sometime in the future. And it's just the same thing as this. It's just a poster. And this has a really cool booklet. It's a really cool little, real thin booklet. It tells like the behind the scenes of the making the movie, and the different people and the stuff that the other movies that they were in. And it's got all kind of artwork in it, like pictures from the movie, old pictures. And it's just really neat. And one day I'll probably read this one or show it on camera, and you can pause the video and read it yourself, whichever one. So, all right, there's that one. But I love the Arrow Video stuff for that, because they always include really cool stuff. And I'm hoping to get Deep Red on Arrow Video, is what I'm hoping. No, I don't think Two Evil Eyes had anything. No, let's see. Yeah. I know Mother of Tears didn't, and I don't think. No. Okay. Well, that is my Dario Argento collection. Hopefully one day I will get more money to buy more movies. It seems like I only get to buy movies like this, the ones I really want, like this, like once a year, and that's usually around Christmas time when I get a Amazon gift card or whatever, because that's like the main place I find them. I've tried looking other places and just can't never find, or if I do find it, it's like really high. And Amazon has really good prices a lot of times. Sometimes they can be high there too, but I just have more luck with Amazon. So anyway, that's my collection. I'm gonna just re-show you all the movies, and I hope y'all enjoyed this movie talk. And I will see y'all on the next one. And I think the next one I'm going to do Lucio Fulci. And I don't have very many of his but that's the one I'm going to do next. So thank y'all for watching. This is Goblin Tacos, and if you like what I do with the talks and the gaming videos, comment, tell me what you think. Tell me stories about certain, any kind of movie you have a story about. Tell me. I like reading and talking back to the people that watch. So, see ya.